I got a couple of you guys asking me to send you what I send to my clients. I'm going to say this. I'm looking at the camera and say this. This is what it's about. I know we all have our opinions on what to use and dichlorocal and getting into these debates. Notice I don't debate anybody. I'll do the facts, data, and statistics, and I'll leave it on the floor. Because that's what I'm about. I'm about my next fellow man keeping some money in his pocket, staying profitable, maintaining clientele, not being afraid to lose clientele. Again, say it with me, because if you lose them over a $10 price hike, you didn't have them in the first place. And mind you, I did this price hike knowing that I missed a week, knowing that, okay, hey, it's windy, I'm delayed. I did all this and I was debating. I said, well, should I do it now? Should I do it later? Should I talk about the war in Iran? Should I talk about I said, no, stick straight into the point. There's an old saying called cut to the quick. And there was a guy that I used to service in business very early on. And at this time, pool pricing was at 110 and I needed to go to 125. And I was beating around the bush. The man had some dollars. And he was like, Josh, those that have this, and they understand business. And at that time, he did. He still did very well. He was like, if you need to raise prices, just raise your rates. Jesus. Yeah. I'm all about, debating cow hype or whatever it needs to use in the pool. I don't care how you scratch the cat or scratch the itch, as long as it gets scratched. As long as the pool is clean and the customer satisfied. At the end of the day, what I am concerned about, though, guys, is making sure that you maintain or that you are profitable in your business. That is the reason why I share these things with you. This is the reason why I give advice. I'm trying to make sure you got some dollars in your pocket. I'm trying to make sure that you're not taking on clients being mad at the pool because you price them too low and it's 117 degrees outside and that pool is taking 45 minutes to do. And then you got to finish the rest of the day. Hey, pool guys, unite. If we unite on the front, and I'm quite sure we all, again, have our opinions on chemicals and all these things to use, but if we actually unite in this trade, not worried about losing clientele. Guess what? If I lost that clientele because of a price hike, I've just graduated. Look at it that way. I've literally just moved up a rank in class. And then let them go find somebody else. Let them find the 150 guy. It's their turn. It's their time to shine. Michael Jordan bowing out. Kobe Bryant coming in. Now it's time for LeBron. Now it's time for Steph Curry. And who's the GOAT? Hey, everybody's the GOAT. It just depends at what time. Keep that in mind. Peace.